Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Prophecy Solo Flawless on a Hunter. We're using Lucky Pants and Malfeasance for a little bit of a fun loadout. Turns out to be fairly effective. Does also help that all the enemies are taken. Using Arc Strider as well, because that's the best for neutral game if you're using Lucky Pants and not another exotic. Basically just going to be punching a lot of things. So to start off with, we're going to kill these two Thrall here to get some combination blow stacks going. We're then going to go up to this knight, kill him for his moats, and then go up to the next one and do the same thing. Now that we got the 5 dark moats, we're going to dunk them in the little brazier, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, so now we're going to use Malfeasance to take out these other knights at a distance, so they drop light moats. And do the same thing. I'm going to take out some Thrall, get some combination blow stacks going. And then we're going to use this little bit of darkness to take out the knights here. Then going to pick up all the moats and drop them off at the end of the room. Then just going to use Malfeasance to burst down these other 2 knights. Now, one thing I should say about Malfeasance and Lucky Pants is it is a bit annoying because whenever the hand cannon is readied, that will activate the illegally modded holster, and yeah, so if you do that when you don't want to start damage, you're a bit screwed. So for that reason, I'm always holding my fusion rifle out now, because dunking moats and then pulling out your hand cannon also counts. So just to avoid that, we're not going to be using any Malfeasance ammo or thereabouts until we need to do damage. Anyways, so we start off by ambushing that knight, then going to get a kill on a Scion with a melee. That way we can start one-shotting with 1 stack of combination blow. Then going to take out this knight here, get the moats, go around the back of this bit, and we're going to attempt to get the double dunk. To do this, you need to line yourself up in the middle, however I miss it, but you sort of just do that. And here I get hit off, but thanks to my epic gamer skills, I'm able to survive long enough to be teleported back into the arena. No, that is not a death, so this is still solo flawless. Now we're going to wait for the nodes to respawn and then take out this one here, because he's in the light. And we're going to go for the double dunk again. And I miss it, which is great. Should note that you do not want to end on a double dunk, because they'll spawn an extra wave of Scions along with the damage phase, which is not very useful because your ability to survive in this scenario is not great. So just getting the final notes now. I was going to dunk it, but I'm taking a lot of damage, so I'm just going to hide for a second. And go around the other side. Now, to start with the damage trace, we're going to jump up to here, and miss, and then go up again. Arc Staff straight away. Hopefully you're amplified, because then you do more damage. Then a rocket, then some Malfeasance. As you can see, that is just tearing through the Phalanx Echo. Now we're out of luck, so we're going to go back to the rocket. While we're amplified, we have a lot more reload speed, which is great. I'm going to throw a grenade at that goblin to get him to stop, making him immune. Some fusion rifle, and then back to the Malfeasance. Should see that I did time it wrong, but actually no, I didn't. What am I talking about? Anyway. There we go, that was it. Nice and easy melt. Now we're gonna fall. We're not actually gonna fall. Now we are. So for this section, you just have to find the 3 blighted areas and cleanse them of the blights. 3 blights in 3 areas for a total of 9 blights. There it is, just off in the distance. So we're gonna go over there. Gonna watch out for the big minotaurs, even though you can melt them down easily with Malfeasance, if you want. We're gonna get some combination blow stacks, and we're gonna do a cool little thing, which is if we have lethal current active and we melee a blight, it will create the lethal current explosion. However, it will not consume the buff, which means we can just do that infinitely, even though it gets one-shotted anyway. This is the same for a lot of damageable objects. For example, I believe the hive sort of gunk that's around in some places will also do the same thing. So now that we've done that, we have to say hi to Toland first, and then go on to the next thing. Those will spawn here apparently, which is great. And then we're taking that blight out. We're going to get a kill so we can dodge to get lethal current again, and then take everything out like so. Unfortunately, I did not get my melee back there, but it doesn't matter too much anyway. Now we're going to go off to find the last one, which is over here. And just simply do the same thing. And now we can progress to the Hexahedron. So let's just go do that. Let's make our way through on a Sparrow. We're going to get kicked off the Sparrow, but we can get back on, so we're just going to do that. We're gonna go in before the doors even spawn, which is great. Got full ammo, so I am not gonna use a rally flag. And we're gonna go. So, this encounter, you gotta do similar things, but a bit differently. You've got to basically chase Toland around the whole area. So all 6 platforms. You do this by dunking motes in the correct receptacle, and you get motes by killing hobgoblins, which spawn 1 knight each once you kill them. And then you dunk it, then you go in the middle. Simple as. So now we're on this section. We're going to use these sort of areas here to hide from the hobgoblins while taking everything out, because they're spawned above us. And we're just using Malfeasance to take out the hobgoblins, because why not? That was a bit odd. And there we go, that's the 2 knights down. So we're gonna grab their motes. Now I put it here because Toland is on the ceiling, which means I have to do an extra room because I'm not able to get at him. So now we're in this room. This is actually the boss room, so people usually will never do this in this area. However, it's not difficult in any respect. That knight dropped down, but unfortunately that's not actually a bottomless pit. Something I didn't know till recently. Now you might notice I'm not actually being dragged up by the platform. That's because the tractor beam and the sort of continuation scripts are actually separate. All you have to do is just sort of touch near the middle of the platform and it will start the sequence. Right, Toland's in the ceiling again, which means it doesn't matter where I put the modes, because I'll have to do another floor anyway. Now, I was definitely in the dark there, right? Because, yeah, you drop light modes, and turns out there are 4 darks, so I can't even use them. Now, this is pretty annoying because it means I'll have to spawn 2 new knights, which means the hobgoblins will spawn in different areas, different positions now. Which is a bit annoying because with the amount of time I spend doing this dungeon, you know, you get used to where the hobgoblins are, and now they're in a different place and I'm annoyed. So anyway, I'm gonna get some darks and dunk them. And blast off. So we're back here now, but the hobgoblins are in different positions. Just getting in the light to kill the knights. And now this is the penultimate room. You can tell because, well, sometimes there's a music cue, like so, as you're hearing. But yeah, it's if you just look at the room that you're going to be going to next, you know that's the final one. Because that's where the bosses spawn. So we lost a note there. We have to be careful that at least 2 motes don't drop down into the pit. But we were lucky there. It's annoying because Malfeasance does cause an explosion as well. Anyway, so now we've got 2 Centurion Echoes to kill. Throw the Yuck stuff, miss it terribly, throw a rocket out, whatever. And then you can just Malfeasance down the next one. And that's it, that's the encounter. Pretty simple. Now we're gonna run out. And when we see it change to a darkness zone, we're gonna get on the Sparrow. Sometimes you can get out before the doors spawn. But anyway, now we're just gonna go towards the Dead Sea. No, this bit's pretty simple, it's just a nice little Sparrow section. Remember to use your side boosts and handbrake, because that makes this all a lot easier. Now we're going to just fall off to the right, onto this ribbon. And we're going to do a cool little thing, except I didn't have any side boosts, so I'm just going to jump off the Sparrow and get a new one. I'm going to go through there. Now onto the booping walls. You really don't have to worry about these at all. Not only is it statistically very slim that you'll actually get hit by one. Even if you do, they don't do much with regards to killing you if you're going at full speed. And we're just going to fly off, get sucked up by the tractor beam. And totally make the landing. And continue on, you've got a bunch of thrall here. I'm just going to try to get as much super and ammo as possible, so I don't need to spend a rally flag. I only need one rocket, but I don't think I get it. But that doesn't matter too much anyway. So, onto the Kell Echo fight. I'm just gonna run in straight away. So this is basically the same as the rest of the dungeon. All you gotta do is dunk 3 times in one room to start the damage phase up, while avoiding fire from just about everything. To do that, you just want to keep healing yourself with melee kills. I should mention that Malfeasance has to be fully loaded for the damage boost to actually take an effect, which can also screw up your damage rotation very easily. Once you dunk, you're going to be greeted with an ogre, and you can just take him out like that, and then continue on. Unfortunately, I ran out of combination blow here, so I'm just going to be punching him a bit, and I was out of range there. Just go for the finish, because why not? Since I'm amplified, that finisher created an arc explosion, which is pretty cool. Now I'm baiting this knight out so he's in the light while I punch him. And I'm going to dunk the final one. So, before we leave in the middle, we're going to want to get amplified first. There we go. I'm just going to touch the triangle, and then go down. We're amplified, so we have Thunderous Retort active, because we're going to use our super immediately. Or almost immediately. There we go. And then going to throw a rocket out. And we're going to use our enhanced reload speed from Amplified to take a bit of advantage there. Then going to use some Malfeasance. And look at how much damage that's done already. Unfortunately, that was part and parcel with the super. So we're not going to be able to do that consistently again. However, you do want to get Jolt going up on the Kell Echo because it does do a lot of extra damage. Unfortunately, I got hit by his Darkness Blast, which will send me towards the end, or beginning, sorry. So I have to run all the way to get back to him. Unfortunately, I was amplified. That heavy brick fell in the void, that was sad. So now we get jolted again. Now I'm gonna go for the kill, melee kill here, to get an orb. Or 2. And get some more Malfeasance going. You might notice that because I've been doing a lot of primary damage, I've almost got my super back already. And apparently that Darkness Blast hit me, which I swear it wouldn't have, but whatever. So throw an extra super out, because why not? Unfortunately I miss. But he would have gone immune anyway. So yeah, that was over 50%. Maybe about 60. No, not 60. Nah, you know. Anyway, it was good damage. Unfortunately though, since I'm not using double special, it is going to be a little bit difficult to get heavy ammo. But nonetheless, we're just going to continue on as we were doing. Now, for some reason that dropped light when I was definitely in the dark. Which is annoying, but just means an extra night. Anyway, so now that we've done that, I am gonna still try to get some extra ammo, because I have been completely unlucky thus far. A lot of special, but no heavy. That doesn't actually matter too much. Because we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start off with the super, throw out a rocket, and then go for the Malfeasance. Gonna throw that grenade there to jolt. Take out these hobgoblins. Get hit by the darkness again, I swear. I don't know if this is one-phaseable. Sure, it could be done, but I could not be bothered to do it. And I got hit by that darkness boss again, which is annoying because he only... Yeah, usually it's impossible for him to hit you because he'll hit the platform and dissipate there. But since I was jumping when he threw it, it means it didn't. Now I'm just going to clean up with Malfeasance and we're done. So yeah, that was Prophecy so flawless with Malfeasance. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.
Then we learn nothing. I wouldn't say that. Clearly the Nine pass no judgment on dark or light. And they love passing judgment. Trust. That means in their eyes, the two are the same.
Zavala will disagree.